We here. We
Hey,
here.
here I was just trying to hit record, but your boy hit live, so I'm rocking with it, man. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what? Hey, what's up, people? Whoever joins, you get the special surprise episode of Birds and the Boys.
Yeah, facts.
Oh,
Because this was
hey,
supposed to be recorded and then given to you, but hey,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? As would normally happen with anything in my world, surprises happen. Surprise.
Surprises happen. Unfortunately,
You know what
surprises
I'm
happen in
saying?
my world as well too.
So it is what it
Oh,
is. But
all right.
nonetheless,
Well,
welcome.
welcome, welcome,
Hey man, the
Corey.
draft just happened, man. The
It
draft
did.
just happened. And as you know, for those of you who don't know the show, I'm Corey from Corey's Corner. It's my homeboy CJ,
Yes, up.
and I'm a huge Philadelphia Eagles fans. Go Birds! And
I rep the star a
CJ's a
little bit. You know what I'm
huge
saying? I rep the
Dallas
star a little
Cowboys
bit. You know
fan.
what I'm
And
saying?
while we do go at it during the season,
For
that is
sure.
still my boy. So on
Yeah,
this show, we have
absolutely.
respectful banter about the NFC East, and then particularly the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, would it be nice to have some other people from the NFC East? If you are a Giants fan or if you're a Commanders fan and you want to
Hmm.
be a part of this podcast and the show, hey man, let us know. We ain't gonna let everybody on, but we would love to have some different
Are Giants fans
perspectives.
alive? Are they alive? Do they have heartbeats? Are you
I
sure?
don't know. All the videos I see from this weekend's draft, they might not be, man.
Do
How does
they
it
not
feel
look
about?
hella fake though?
No, they do. They do. Some
Some
of
of the
them
TikToks I'm
do.
like, y'all capping so fucking hard, bro.
Some of them do. But you know what it is? You know what it is?
Mhm.
And I'll be doing this next year. So during
Right.
the Eagles games, I'll be live streaming. The thing is this,
Oh,
bro. The thing is this.
that's bold of you.
It is bold of me, but it's content, right? And that's what I'm trying to get to.
Right.
When you know
Gotcha.
the camera's on,
Yeah.
do you put on a little extra, this, a little
It's a
extra
little bit of
that?
show. It's a production.
Exactly. A little hint of the tomato, a little hint of the
Hmm.
spice. Exactly. So
Hmm.
that's why it does feel fake. However, there has been a couple of them that they were truly devastated. I think there was one where they were at like a Giants bar.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
one where
yeah.
I was like, this is a real one. Because all the
Hmm.
Giants fans were never so lit about the boy y'all took, and the Giants
Hmm.
didn't take him. And
Yeah,
then not only do you not take him, you let the Cowboys get him. Anyway, getting off the Giants, that was just a call for people if y'all want to be on, if you're a Giants fan or if you are a Commanders fan. Hell, if you're even an Eagles or a Cowboys fan and you want to jump in for an episode and talk stuff, we would love to have you. Nonetheless, we're going to talk this episode. We're going to break down the draft grades specifically for our teams, but maybe even a little bit more for the rest of the draft. Mike Vrabel and I don't even know the old girl name. I can't say it right, so I don't want to say it
oh,
wrong.
Diana Rossini, bro.
I'm gonna just call her Dr.
Dirty
Okay, Vrabel and
Diana.
Diana. Oh, Dirty
Dirty
Diana.
Diana.
Now, all of that is
Respect MJ.
alleged, but we will talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Also,
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to. Did you go see Michael?
I haven't, bro. It's on. I have to get a babysitter, and we're gonna try to
I
get it
feel
at
you. I
some
feel you.
point.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I don't have them problems. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be thinking about that. You know what I mean? I'm just free to go. I'm free to leave.
You can get the Alamo
Moving.
pass and not even have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel me? Do you feel me? That's
Yep.
crazy. Yeah, we talk about that, and then we'll
Mm,
talk about some of the future things we are looking forward to, particularly with our teams, training camp, and the season coming up. And it's May.
absolutely.
Before you know it, tickets will be released. The season will be here. Anyway,
Mm.
let's get into it, man. How you feeling about them Cowboys, man?
Listen, bro. If you asked me this time last year, this think about it. Like this time last year, we were like 2 months removed from Luca trade.
Oh, it
This
was tough.
was it was tough. It was tough.
The city of Dallas is going through it.
We had just seen the Eagles win their second Super Bowl,
Oh, I
and
love that.
oh, that was good for you, but it was still pretty fucking rough in my household. And then we're like staring at the draft, and like the Cowboys go out and they get players that I thought were fine. For the last year's first round pick was Tyler Booker, and I was like, you know. That's cool. We like guards. We like offensive line in Dallas. We always are drafting offensive line in Dallas, so it didn't bother me. But it was kind of the same old, same old. So when we got to this year, and the Cowboys actually did some things in free agency. They picked up some players, not like high level players, but we for the first time in like I want to say 10 years in a decade have paid a player over, I think it was 10 million a year or something like that, or like the eight. I think it was 8 million a year or something like that. Jalen
Jerry
Thompson.
got money, so what he doing?
You know, allegedly he got me. Sometimes I'll be feeling he may be a little bit, he may be a little bit, playing the sharks a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not even
Oh,
frugal,
maybe
man,
he
you know what I'm
don't.
saying? That's
You
a little
saying
bit of
maybe he
show
don't?
money to me. Maybe that's a
Oh,
little bit
like
of
it's
show
not
money
real.
to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Like
you
maybe
think he
like
got money?
the
Hmm.
Cowboys are collateral to me. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yes, hundred
Like
percent,
they
100%.
yeah. Yeah. Like if he has one bad day in Vegas, we gonna have a new maybe the same people who own the Mavs right now are probably owning the Cowboys as
Nah,
well. We
facts.
don't know. We
I
don't
want to go
know.
to Vegas.
So shoot, bro. But this year it was really nice to see just in general them actually participate in free agency, and then I enjoyed the draft. And obviously we'll get into the picks here in a bit, but like I think it was a fun experience for the first time in a little bit of seeing them do things correctly and be praised about doing it correctly, not just from local media members and things like that, but also it seems like nationally, people really looked at what they've done this offseason and said, I think they're on the right track. And not to say they're gonna get to the Super Bowl next year, maybe they will, but like at the very least, they've taken steps to address things that we have always said have been an issue. So I'm feeling decent. I'm feeling decent. I'm not as mad about the Micah situation as I was in late August. Was it August when he
Yeah,
got traded?
plus Micah on his podcast has been a little interesting. I see him and
He always
LeBron
interesting
go
on
at
that
it.
damn podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna let him have it though. But because
Each his
nowadays
own.
they getting mad for regular people talking about sports, and we just regular folks. Because what I'm saying, we ain't played in the league, man. Which
We
is, by
spend
the
our
way,
money
let me
on it
go
though.
on a small fact. Thank you. Okay, just give me a small little rant here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna step
Go
on my
ahead.
pedestal and then I'll get off. That's the one thing I can't stand what athletes do. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't know everything that happens in the locker room, right? So
Right.
I am not the type of journalist or analyst that will start to make up certain stories or storylines. But we want to hear from the fans. Now, I mean from the athletes. The athletes be like, oh, the fans just be running with stuff. Y'all let us run with stuff. Y'all
Right.
see the narratives that be happening and then y'all don't say nothing. Or y'all continue to be cryptic. Stop with that, bro. Just come out and say,
Right.
I'm tired of it. You know this. CJ knows this. Don't put nothing in our text thread chat that says anonymous source. That to me gets straight to the right, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. If y'all can't put your name on
I drop
something,
it just because
stop
it's fun
talking about it,
sometimes.
bro. Stop talking about it. If you can't put your name on it, stop talking about it, bro. Say what y'all
Right.
gonna say, like, or don't say nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
y'all
agree.
be doing the little antics, and then y'all say, "Oh well, y'all ain't never played in the league. I'm not listening to nobody like y'all." First off, football is football. So
Right.
whether you played in the league or not, and I guarantee, of course, there's levels to it as you continue to go up, especially when
Right.
it comes to playing. But at some point, it's football, bro. I can see effort. I can see a drop pass.
Yeah.
I can see a missed assignment. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see those
Yeah.
things. What did Cat Williams say? We can see you. We can see you, bro. So why wouldn't we have an opinion, bro?
Right.
It's a huge game. Anyway, I'll step off
I
from
mean,
my
I
pedestal there.
I
Y'all go
think
ahead, Trip.
to just I'll no I'll hop onto that for a second to say like it's really bold of someone to say people who spend their entire lives as a like direct fan of one thing, even if we don't know the nitty gritties of a scheme, right? Like I don't obviously know every piece of the puzzle, but well, I've been watching the Cowboys since I was like 5. So if I don't have the historical context to feel the way I'm
Yes.
feeling, like step off with that. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
like
bro. Y'all just be
let us participate in the culture that we help drive. You know what I'm
th-
saying?
thank you. And you play the game. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
keep talking too, because I love nothing more than an athlete-led podcast. Those are my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah,
spaces,
absolutely.
is when
Yeah.
they're talking about the game. So I'm not
Yeah.
telling you to shut up and dribble. I want you to
No,
dribble
no.
and talk.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I want you to dribble
But
and talk.
don't but
But
don't
also,
turn around and tell us to close our eyes and
to
just be happy
thank
that we're
you.
watching what we're watching.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
um,
Back on it. Do you
indeed.
want to kind of first hit some of the things about the draft that you were surprised about before we really get into like saying who won it,
Sure,
like talk about our teams, things like that. Like what surprised you about this year's
sure.
draft, man?
This year, I took a different approach to the draft, bro.
Okay.
Normally we make different boards and everything else, and
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap. I wasn't that invested in the college sports this year, so everything that I was seeing for players was on the back end.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on the Philadelphia Eagles. That's all I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna focus on what
Okay.
we need. I want to see how we gonna cook, and then I want to see what decisions he makes as the board moves up and down, sideways or breaks, whatever you want to say. Now,
Absolutely.
here's something that I found surprising. I have not looked up the stats on this, but I feel like I need to. The amount of linemen, whether offensive or defensive, in the first round, second round, I feel like was crazy. Like
Yeah.
this was a lineman heavy draft, but you didn't hear me personally. I didn't hear about a lot of linemen. I heard more
Throughout the
about the skill
process.
positions throughout the
Right.
process than I heard about the
Yeah.
linemen. So seeing
Yeah.
that the linemen were getting, that's what broke my board. I thought the Eagles would go linemen early, but it looked like
Hmm.
all the linemen that the Eagles wanted were getting picked off the board early. So I was like, that's kind of crazy. So I'm not mad at the Makai Lemon. I love the Makai Lemon pick because we definitely, the situation with AJ Brown, we need a receiver.
Right.
So to see them
And we'll
trade
talk
up,
about that too.
no,
Because
100%.
I want your actual opinion on this situation live. You know what I'm saying? Not rehearsed behind a text. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what you're actually thinking about this shit. But yeah, no, I feel you.
But that was my thing. It was like I thought, and I can say maybe that this is a culture that the Eagles have set for the draft.
Right.
The the war is won through the trenches, and I think if you look at the past, maybe 6, 7, or 8 Super Bowls,
Hmm.
you can see the teams that were the best had great offensive lines and great defensive lines. Now, sometimes they also had great skill positions.
Yeah.
Sometimes the skill positions okay, but you could, even with the Seahawks last year, that offensive line was incredible, bro. They were
Yeah.
playing well.
Well, there's one dude
I
on the offensive line who's like, I'm always like, what are you
sure,
doing, dude?
sure, but
Mr.
as a
Bradford.
unit, yeah. As a unit, they're playing very well.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you stay away from that side of the line,
Right.
but as a
Hey.
unit, they were playing well.
Yeah.
And so to see that the draft was very heavy, like hey, let's go get the big boys, let's solidify the trenches, and then we can do whatever else. Like especially for our team, like I know
Yeah.
we need some linemen, but the wide receiver drama is going crazy. That was just the thing that shocked me a little bit. Was I was just like,
Yeah.
dang, every time I was hearing the thing, I'm like edge rusher, offensive lineman, edge rusher,
Right.
offensive lineman, edge rusher. I'm like, golly.
I do feel like so to that point. I feel like in previous years when like there is a top offensive lineman and everyone knows that's the top offensive lineman, you don't in that cycle hear much about like Joe Alt in 2024 was so obviously the best offensive lineman that year, and you knew he was going to get picked high. You knew there was other linemen that were going to be picked around 15 to 1, and yet. We talked more about, I think, in that draft. That was like who was that draft? Was that the Drake May year?
Not the Drake Mayfield. That might have been.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say
remember
maybe.
the Eric Fisher Luke Jokel draft.
Yeah,
Like that year was heavy.
that's Caleb Williams draft. That was a Caleb Williams draft.
Shit, all I think I heard during that draft was Caleb Williams.
Right. Exactly. So I think when you in this year, all I heard was Francisco Mendoza, and not because Francisco Mendoza is like a generational talent or like is going to be an MVP even.
Yeah, no. I mean,
He just everyone knew he was going number 1.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the second pick was an edge.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
we knew it was going to be between Reese or Bailey. Ended up being Bailey.
And then 9 and 10 were tackles, offensive tackles.
Right.
Number 12 was a tackle.
I was surprised that
Caden Proctor.
It was Fano before Malnoa.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah,
but different teams have different needs. Right. Like maybe they saw something in Fano that they were like, this fits a little bit more with our need in Cleveland than it does somewhere else. But
I think it was the versatility. He's like, I think he can flex inside a little bit better than you can see Mount Noah doing it. If that makes sense. Pause.
But anyway, look at. I'm gonna go 14 down, bro. Just listen to this line of picks, bro. Offensive guard, edge, tight end, So there's the break. Then you get an offensive tackle, offensive
Mhm.
tackle, wide receiver, offensive tackle, edge. It's linemen come. I'm like,
It's a lot
yo,
of offensive linemen.
and just linemen in general,
Yeah,
defense too.
yeah.
And some people will
But
say, well,
that,
edge
but
could be a
that's
linebacker.
that to me
Sure.
spoke to the value of the skills position this year being more associated with a middle round or like a day two grade than it was a day one. And not to say linemen were graded better, if that makes sense. This class was weird
Yeah.
because it was like a top like 11, 12 who you knew, and one of the 12 with 15 or 16, Ruben Bain. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was a top like that. Those individuals are absolutely first rounders, and then everyone else from like 15 to like 100, you could pick them anywhere, and you wouldn't be surprised. And that was where I was kind of like, man, what's going on with this year's draft? Like, it's so random. Like Ty Simpson at 13, that's random to me. That's real random to me. Like, yeah, I knew you probably didn't want to lose him to Pittsburgh,
For sure. But do you
but
need
like
to even draft a quarterback at that point, right? Like if you're the Rams, I don't know if I need to draft a quarterback at that point. And
Matthew
of
Stafford
all
won MVP,
quarterbacks,
right? Am I tripping with that? He won MVP.
no, Matt Stafford, and he still got years on him, right?
He got at
And
least
then
five. I think at least
if
five.
I'm correct, that quarterback room is pretty nice too.
Stetson Bennett as a backup. He's
Yes.
QB2, and then
Is
they
Garoppolo there too?
had Garoppolo was 3, but now he's absolutely getting cut. Like, he's not going to be on the team anymore because I
For
think they've
sure.
already said that Ty is going to come out and compete with Stetson Bennett for
Yeah.
QB2. Yeah, man, I was just surprised. I mean, that pick in general, there was my surprise this year, and there's always reaches in the draft, but it felt like this year more than the past 4 or 5 years, there were guys taken in spots that I was like, it was a 200. Why are you picking him? Why are you picking the Stripling, the 49ers? Start of the second
Started the
round.
second round.
I'm like, bro,
Okay. I happen to be a fan of Stripling, bro. I ain't gonna
don't
cap.
you can be a fan of him, but like
But
the start of round two.
he's definitely on the scale. He's outside of the top 10 of receivers. I'll put it like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't even
So
think it was an argument.
yeah.
Like
So that is
like
a
Denzel Boston was still on the board. I was sitting here like Denzel Boston right there, bro. What you doing? What you doing, bro? Like Elijah Surratt falls all the way to like the 4th or 5th round. Like,
But see, this is why I think sometimes like when it comes to the draft, and you got to really have a good general manager. You got to have people who really
yeah,
know what your team needs because a pick
yeah,
like this dribbling pick is probably a wonderful depiction of this. We are right now like, what the hell was that? Right?
right, right.
If it hits though,
Yeah. Oh no, John Lynch is a genius.
well,
But
I'm
the
like,
problem is,
yeah,
the problem is I can't give the 49ers an inch, like a inch of gratitude or like grace on their picks because they've missed the last 5 years, and it's been objectively the least valued draft team of the last like half decade has been the 49ers. They've missed on so many individuals, and they've been lucky that the team has been built with a lot of veteran talent that has just kind of stood the test of time. But I don't know, man. I think some shit's gonna hit the fan. Like I was really impressed with the Cowboys for getting the TCU boy. Like that trade. I mean, not to say he's gonna be the best linebacker in the league or anything like that, but like he was a quality depth piece. And obviously, they're getting back what's his name? I'll be forgetting their names from their linebacker core.
Now
The 49ers.
My boy who tore his Achilles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner. They're going to be the projected starters, which should be absolutely. I think there's no question that if Dre Greenlaw is healthy, you start him. But you're going back to playing for the 49ers, and everyone tearing their Achilles when they be going to 49ers, and
Nah, they need to move that stadium, dog. Or
they
they
need to
need
do
to move
something.
that stadium,
They need to
dog.
fix the field or something. I think is the
Nah,
field problem, not a
you know what the going theory is, right?
yeah. The come on, not you too. Oh no,
No,
Corey.
I'm not saying that I believe in it. This is like me saying, do you know
Oh,
that there are people out there who say that the Earth is flat? That
right,
doesn't mean I'm agreeing with. I'm just saying,
right.
do you know what the theory is about?
The
Uh,
electrical stuff substation that's causing
those
EMG waves that are creating injury prone
fragile
situations. Yeah.
tendons and stuff like that. It would be a nice study to read correlation. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And shout out to TCU, but
Mhm.
this may be a very disrespectful statement. I
Right.
was there all season. I ain't seen nobody on the TCU team that I thought needed to be drafted. That's just me. That's just
Dead
me.
ass. On the offensive side, I'll give you. On the offensive side, I'll
Bro,
say, yeah, that's accurate.
I
That's
watched
accurate.
the UCF game there live in action
Right.
where TCU was up nice points,
It was a bad
cooking in the
day.
first half.
It was a bad day.
This is worse than a bad day, bro. Because what I
Hmm.
saw was not like they're just getting cooked. UCF might have thrown the ball maybe twice in the second half. They ran the ball the entire second half,
They
and
did.
everybody on TCU defense was getting cooked. Couldn't make a
Yeah.
tackle.
Yeah.
Was getting blocked. Couldn't get off a block. And when I say couldn't get tackle, was getting ran over, bro.
It was
It was
bad.
in it was in
Pause.
that
Yeah.
moment where
It
I
was
was like,
bad. That's it.
there's nobody on this team that I would be like, yo. Because there wasn't even one standout person who was like, well, at least that person cooking. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
And then UCF came back and won the game.
But okay, can I counter with that UCF actually had a few players on their team that I knew were going to be draft worthy. Like the boy that the Cowboys picked in the first round, I knew
Yes.
he was draft worthy. He had a great game that day. And on top of that, like I just think, unfortunately, there may need to be some conversations in the TCU athletic office if this is a year that things don't progress in certain. When this is an TCU podcast, I can get into that another day. But yeah, I do think that was unfortunate. But Bud Clark, man, Bud Clark has been a
I
guy
give Bud.
that is
Bud
not.
may
He's
be
not a run fitting safety. He's a ball
he's like a
hawking
cornerback. Yeah.
safety.
He's got a
You know
lot
what
of
I
coverage
mean?
skills.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah.
sure. But Bud may be the only one.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I think that I was well. I like Caleb's alums, or he has like very similar qualities to a Kenneth Murray in the capacity of he guesses a lot of times on how to fill some run fits. But I,
I feel
I I
that.
don't mind him. He got drafted by who? The Bills.
You talking about Bud
Caleb
or
Alonso.
I think it was the Bills. I think it
Yeah, I
was
think
the
he got drafted by the
Bills.
Bills. I think that's a good fit. I mean, I think that they have a decent linebacking core
He was
currently that
cold
like
up
he just
there,
kind of
man.
fits in as a backup. He was a fifth round pick. Like it's not that it ain't gonna be. Or was he? I think he may have been a fourth.
He was a fourth round pick because the Bills had a double up.
Yeah, I think he was a fourth. Also, that was the biggest surprise to me. Bills did not want to pick. They were like, "Hey
Yeah,
man,
they were trading.
someone come up,
People
someone come
felt
up.
like that
We ain't trying to pick, bro."
the Bills had too many trades. That's what a lot of people. I had some Bills fans who were my friends, and they were like, I was like, oh, I was the draft. They were like, bro, we made too many trades. I'm like,
Yeah,
but if you're looking
I
at the
agree.
Bills though, it's not a lot of things. They remind me of like the Eagles before they went to the championship. It's like
Right,
it feels like they're just one piece away, right? And like, are you gonna get that piece in the draft? Probably not, because you're a
probably
good
not.
team.
Honestly,
So
yeah,
okay, like trade the picks and maybe go get do the AJ Brown type of trade in the draft. That's what I
yeah,
was thinking was gonna happen. Go get your
yeah.
one player. Hell, if I'm being honest, once I saw the Eagles jump up and get Makai Lemon, and I'm the Bills, I would have immediately been on the phone, bro. Figure out
Hmm.
what we have to do to go get AJ Brown.
Who knows? Maybe they
I would
have
been on a. But I would have done it right here. Trade whatever picks you need to trade. Go get AJ. It's clear that they don't. AJ's out of there.
Yeah, I think that it's a procedural thing right now, rather than it not being like a done deal. Like it's a we have to wait till June 1st because of
but you can
the
still
cap
do the handshakes.
Yeah, but you can't officially not this far out. You can't officially announce any trade or anything. I don't think so. Can
Ain't
you?
no rule against that. You haven't seen the video yet because it hasn't came out.
Okay. You've already looked it up. All right,
I already looked it up because I had the same question. Like, can you beat? Yes, you can. But sticky is the question. Sure, and I think that it's kind of like what happened with damn, what was a trade that just happened not too long ago where Buddy failed the physical?
Oh, Max Crosby. Yeah.
Same shit. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Basically, it would take a little bit longer, but it's the same thing. We can agree on a deal. The deal can be made. Everything's still pending. I can still announce the deal and everything else. But if he comes over here and fails his physical, you're going back.
Maybe the Max Crosby situation has caused apprehension from team offices to be like, let's get closer to a finalized deal point before we actually pass over the player to your medical staff. Because I could do a whole podcast about how that was a sham of a process from the Ravens front office. I think that was. Even if he doesn't play this year because of whatever is going on with his recovery for his knee, we all knew he had surgery in January. It was not a surprise. It was announced. I think that there was many reports about it. I don't understand. And we won't go too much deeper in that, but like that has now caused, I feel like, a lot of teams in the league to really reevaluate how they're going to go about business. And that could be a reason why, especially for an AJ Brown, I don't think he has any injury issues though, right? He didn't come up with any injury report stuff.
No, he's strong. Ever so often he'll tweak a hamstring or something and like miss a game. But like
tweak? He a little annoying. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I'm just reading off what the injury report says, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, do we really know what's going on? I'm not sure. But if I'm just in my head like, yo, if I'd have saw that, they traded up and they got a receiver, get on the phone now. Get Howie on the phone and say, Howie, what do you want?
What do you want? But what can the Bills give you? That's my question. Picks, that's really it.
Right now, Schefter just came on yesterday and said that the Patriots are just going to give a first round.
In 2028, though.
So?
That's a different. I'm telling you right now, I'm just starting on building out the prospective prospects for 2027. If you ain't getting the 2027 pick, dog, I don't know if it's fucking worth it. I'm gonna be real with you.
Sure.
Anything is better than nothing, but I get.
It's Howie, right? Like Howie can turn a 2028 into a 2027.
True, that is facts. I will say, if any GM in the league that I trust to get some draft capital to move up and get specific players next year, it is going to be Howie. You've done it now, twice now with the Cowboys in the span of a decade. Like, you definitely can accomplish that.
It can.
I will say though, I love that trade specifically, bro. It was just it was one of those moments where like rivals truly could be good friends because of the situation. Like, it fit both teams perfectly. And people are like getting on the Cowboys, we just handed them another, superstar wide receiver or something like that, which I think Kyle Lemon has potential. I have some concerns. I have a few concerns.
Like a superstar.
I don't either.
Be a good wide receiver in the league.
He's going to give you production for sure.
100%, but he will never. He won't max him out. I think we'll end up trading him at some point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be. He'll go get his money elsewhere.
He's not going to get a third contract with your team. I think that is where he'll get a second. But I think a third, you're stretching it. And I think, and by the way, it's not just a Mekhi Lemon thing. It's an every skill player that was in the first round type. I don't trust any one of them to get a third outside of Caleb Downs. I think he's like the only one, if healthy, is going to be a bona fide. He gonna be fine. kind of situation. But yeah, I think the way that they saw the moment and the Cowboys and the Eagles like partnered in that space to just embarrass the shit out of the Steelers in their hometown.
And that's what they get. That's what
you get. Don't call prospects when you're not on the clock, sir. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Come on.
What's happening? Come on. Okay. Oh man, that was a moment, bro. How many times have you watched the video of that?
Because I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And on top of that, like somebody, I would like to think the lore behind that is that somebody was leaking some information, thinking that they had somebody
for sure.
the Cowboys organization.
For sure.
Cachet. And Jerry was like, "What?
Fuck Mike McCarthy."
Yeah, facts. And Howie was like, "Hey man, we might hate each other, but we business. You want to do business or not?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the great.
And the fact that the Cowboys traded away 2/5, not even a half hour before that, to go up one spot to get Caleb, and then you turn around, you get forced back just to go back 3 spots and draft the same dude you were going at 20.
Exactly.
That was one of the moments I'm just looking at the front office of Cowboys. I'm like, why can't you do this every fucking time?
Year.
Like every fucking time. Do what you just did every fucking time, and we gonna be fine. Why can't? Man, bro.
People are afraid of trading. That's Howie, bro. Like Howie is not afraid. Howie's like, all right, who cares? If I know I'm gonna get the same person, okay, let me go trade with somebody.
Right.
I'm gonna slide back a couple of picks, but I can get some capital, and then I get the same guy that I was gonna get anyway. Which is why I think, you know, when the Patriots drafted Caleb Lomu, somebody who I thought we would go get.
You think that's a trade? Do you have insight? Do you have sources, Corey, or are you just perceiving a trend here?
No, I am perceiving a trend. You know, if I had a source, I told you I don't like that anonymous shit. I would have told you I had a source. Okay. But the Patriots trading, right? Because they did a little swapping too. I think they moved back.
They moved back.
Let me see.
In a later round,
right, bro? Oh no, they got this pick from Houston via Buffalo, right? So they were a little bit of moving around. They went and got Caleb. So I'm thinking to myself with the Patriots. Did the Patriots really need the offensive line?
Yes. I can break it down for you. I can tell you all the needs from the majority of the teams, but yeah.
Sure. Yes, though, was exactly how I felt. Could they take an offensive lineman? Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
Do they need an offensive lineman? Yes.
I'd have gone receiver.
We do. And that's who we wanted. Now, does it make sense that if they know what we wanted, maybe they've already talked to Howie and everything like that, and they're trying to come get AJ, pick Caleb, and maybe we put him in the package. And then if that ends up happening, that is the first round pick.
Right.
Which means we basically would have got 2 first round picks, a wide receiver and our lineman in the first round of this draft, which to me would also suffice with it doesn't have to be a 2028. It could have just been this year's draft.
Yeah. And even looking at the Patriots draft, for a team who really needs a wide receiver, they ain't draft one. They ain't draft none.
On top of that, though, let's really get into this, though. Why are people throwing the Patriots name around? I think there's 2 reasons for the AJ Brown trade.
Oh, yeah.
One is they need a wide receiver, right? Of course.
Yeah.
But there was plenty of wide receivers they could have went and got. When the market was open, when people were trading and there was plenty of options for you to go get your wide receiver, but you was in the bid for AJ Brown. Why was you holding out for AJ Brown? Well, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. You want to get into it? Like actually get into it?
You feel me? Mike Vrabel, I don't know if Mike gonna be there.
I don't know that either. And I think that's where a lot of the conversation, and especially our friend group right now, is kind of like centering on is like, does Mike Vrabel coach in 2026 for the Patriots?
I say no. And here's why. For those who don't know, it has been alleged that Mike Vrabel was having an extramarital affair with a reporter. Specifically
Allegedly.
A reporter. Allegedly. That's why I said.
Yeah,
That's why it's been
allegedly.
alleged. All of this is alleged.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not for me. This is from sources that I've been reading. I'm shown.
Don't
Maybe
sue
you
us,
stuff too.
please.
Well, you can try all you want to. It's getting thrown out. I'm not coming up with a
Right.
big story. I'm gonna say this is everywhere. So this is me talking about what's already been out.
Yeah.
Private investigator and leaked photos of them, and during draft time, it almost seemed like he was doing it like the Joker or the Riddler or something. You know, he's dropping one every hour until we get somebody fired. There will be one new photo every hour.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The scariness of social media this week when it comes to this situation. Hey, cheaters, please mind your business, bro. Like,
Yes, bro.
stay in your fucking lane, dog.
Hey, big brother everywhere. Listen. So
Hey.
because that's been alleged, and not only so, and I didn't have too much relationship with DR as I call
Right.
it. But what I do know is that behind every Jalen Hurts hit piece, she somehow found her. It was her somewhere.
She's around it.
Behind AJ Brown pieces,
Yeah.
somehow she's around. Right? We know that AJ Brown has a good relationship with Mike Vrabel.
Right.
I think there is, and then there was always information coming out about who. How do you even know this information? Who said this? Everybody's saying, well, we didn't say nothing. People
who are your sources?
Talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who are your sources?
Double tap on that last.
To me, this is a classic tampering situation, especially when it comes to AJ Brown and putting out reports to kind of lessen his value. That's how I feel. I feel like there's maybe teeth to it. Maybe this is not it's the final answer, but I think there's teeth to that theory of Mike Vrabel could have been using DR to help lessen the value so that the Patriots can get AJ Brown for maybe a little bit cheaper, and then AJ Brown wouldn't go elsewhere because other teams wouldn't want him.
I wouldn't put it past this organization. That's my 2 cents about it. Is if there was any historical context behind a team doing something that was seemingly of alleged cheating and tampering, it would be the Patriots. And respect to my boy Devontae, not saying they haven't earned their wins or Super Bowls or nothing like that. They have, absolutely. But they've also been caught at least 4 times. At least 4 times with some shit that's like, hey man, can't allow it.
Like, and here's the thing. Should people, and people are like, oh, you know, people should be able to do what they want to do, and we're all in these people's lives, and yada yada yada. Phooey. Here's what I said to that. You having an affair with somebody, I don't really care about all of that.
Right.
Have your affair, bro. It's not my marriage. Go have your affair. I hate that for you know the spouse and everybody else, but go have your affair.
They 2 grown folks consenting.
Yes, if they want to do it, then they do it. When you bring in the business of football and your business of what you do and your affair is affecting that business, that's the problem to me. Yeah. And so that's crazy, especially when you have other leagues and other people who maybe did something very similar that maybe not even connected to the same person in the league, right? Maybe not even same career paths, and they have gotten let go for conduct issues and everything else. So like,
right.
But the NFL is the NFL, right? You basically can do whatever you want, except one thing that I won't mention here, and you'll be able to still play football.
Yeah, I can't think of many things. I can't think of many things that you can't do and not play football still. Because there's a situation.
You can basically do whatever you want to, man.
There's a situation in Atlanta that has happened that if that player plays in this season, I'm officially giving up on ever believing there's a moral high ground that the NFL will stand on. Unfortunately,
has zero. They
don't have any.
Placate to everything. They have no moral high ground to stand on. Zero. And because I know that, I accept it for what it is.
Right.
But on the same token, I still don't want tampering to be the thing. I don't want people to be out here. I would like it to be as fair as possible.
I agree with that. I think there's too many dots. Like the dots that have been connected between, I think it was 2021 when the first outing has been documented, or at least been what's been released so far. and a baby being involved.
March 2020.
March 2020.
She got
Before the
married that year.
pandemic, you would and the baby was born when? 2021?
Yeah, the first one. Then she got another one. She named Mike. She got 2 kids.
See, there's too many dots. There's just too many dots. And the playlist, the
No,
Spotify playlist thing was just like a
and I
cherry on
don't
top.
want
I was like, what?
people to. Yeah, the Spotify playlist is crazy. I don't want people to be
Yeah.
like, oh, everybody's on Diana. Now, Mike is an idiot too. So let's talk
I
about
think
that, Mike.
I think that Mike, in my personal opinion, I think that Mike shouldn't be coaching.
No,
I just don't
he
think he should be coaching. I just don't.
no, like he's a
Yeah.
football. Here's the thing: is he? He's a football god. He was a great player. I think he was a great player. I enjoy watching Mike Vrabel play
Yeah, he
football
was
when he was
fine.
playing
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
He's obviously had some success as a coach, right? So it's
He's
not
had
like
a
he's
few
a
seasons.
terrible
Yeah.
football coach.
Yeah.
So he's had some success as a coach. But when you are a head coach of a team, bro, and of the organization, there's a difference, right? Like I think like having certain conduct for certain positions, I would actually like,
Hmm.
I don't really care. Bro,
Right.
you're the head coach of that organization. You're representing much more than just like, oh, I'm just coaching a football team. It's like, nah, bro, you're potentially or allegedly having an affair with a reporter who's also has some cachet and releasing reports about things that maybe necessarily shouldn't be released. I hate the third party information, bro. Oh, I heard this from
Or
TJ,
like
so I
or like the intentionality of some of those releases being directed towards an action that's happening with league transactions. Like to me, that's where it's like, oh yeah, it's like gambling. It's like you can't gamble on your own team, and I don't think you can report on a significant other's situation from the information you're getting from the significant other. You know what I'm saying? That's where
right.
I'm like, something's happening that is it feels wrong. So I agree. Um, but
I'm gonna
past
have to
that
go
point,
to
bro.
Shake Shack, man. Support Shake Shack some more, man. Shout out to her husband
Shoot.
Kevin. I think he's a
Hey
executive
man.
at Shake Shack, so I'm gonna have to pull
Hey
up.
man, whoever PI he hired, bro, you gotta drop the link, bro, because
Listen,
spurned spouses across the nation is like, hey, this is the
hey,
kind of revenge I need right here. You
and
know what
for
I'm saying?
years, that's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is that you got to have some resolve, brother. If I knew that this was going on for years, well, here's where I think it gets a little fishy, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
here's this is something that I thought about immediately
Mm-hmm.
was if the pictures, he didn't get married or they didn't get married till later. And the
Right.
earliest pictures we seen of them kissing at a bar was in March of 2020. They got married later that year in 2020. Do you
Mm-hmm.
call off the wedding, brother? If that was your PI, if it was your PI and he showed you the picture, like what was the play there? That's what I would
That's a
like
good
to know,
point.
just from a man,
That's a
not
good
from
point.
like a. That's the things I'm curious about. I was like, what was the play there? Because then you just
I
kept
do
that going
think that
on for years.
I think I heard that TMZ confirmed it wasn't the PI who's been releasing certain pictures.
Ah,
So maybe that particular one. I think the PI was the hotel one, like the recent one,
yeah, the one
because
that happened
the
at
way that
the
the photos were happening, it was
they
like,
look far away, like
well, it's a hotel. It's a private
lonely.
hotel.
Yeah,
How you
yeah.
get into a private hotel and knowing this is
Maybe
a
they was
person I
on
need to take a picture
nah.
of?
They had one of them 200 mil zoom lenses from the outside through the trees.
Boy, crazy work. If that's the
Hey, you
case,
made your
that's
money, man. If that was the
shout out
case,
to the boy.
like,
Shout out to the boy
yeah,
for
people
sure.
just gotta and honestly, and talking about this, and we can move on from it.
Yeah,
Diana and Mike, y'all don't owe us nothing. Honestly, if we're
no,
talking about y'all personal relationship, y'all don't owe us nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. Stuff came out in the light. Do whatever you want to do with that. However, if it is revealed that some sorcery was
that
happening
was
behind the
coordinated.
scenes and there was some coordinated actions, I'm gonna be mad.
Excommunicado from both of them. From both of
I'm gonna
them.
be
I mean,
mad, bro.
she ain't never her career over. I don't think she can come back and do any
Which
kind
is
of
tough too, because it's like
serious reporting.
here's how people are going to view this. And I hate to say this, bro. I hate to say this.
Mm-hmm.
If in fact her career is quote unquote over, people are going to view this as, oh, here's a woman in the sports space who might got no punishment and she doesn't have a career anymore. And I hate that because to some extent that is true. right?
Yeah.
To the other extent is she's also 43-year-old grown ass woman. She knew
Yeah.
exactly what the hell she was getting into.
Oh yeah.
She could not escape accountability on that part, bro. You
If a
knew what you was
baby
doing.
was named after
Well, just named. Maybe not after. We
baby
just
was
know what the
named,
baby's name is. We can
that's
draw certain
crazy.
conclusions. That's wild to me. That's wild,
My
bro.
heart dropped. My heart dropped when I saw the baby's name. I said, that's too much." Like the level of
If it
pain
wasn't
this
that,
man has to be going through right now.
if my wife cheated on me, had a baby by another man, and we named that child that other man, there are a couple of things to me that are like unforgivable in a marriage. That's unforgivable. Can't
That's
come back from
crazy.
that.
That's
That and like
crazy.
demonic possession. But other than that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because I can't do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. What am I supposed to do with that?
yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
can't.
Unless you got a priest handy,
Sorry. Got-
there's nothing we can do. Yeah, yeah. It's like,
I can't do nothing, man. I'm calling on the Lord. I don't.
yeah,
I don't know what to do. But
yeah.
that's crazy work, man. Shout out to shout out to the NFL for having some storylines, man. Y'all gotta follow NFL because it's pure drama.
Sure, bro. The fact
Pure
that it was
drama.
like the prime story, even through a draft, like the draft, that was the story. Crazy,
And
crazy.
he wasn't with the team, and
Yeah,
you had to go get some therapy for that. Well, maybe
therapy
not
in
therapy.
Utah. What you in Utah for? I mean, Utah pretty cool with some of that.
He probably scouting. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I can't be up in Utah, man. They don't like us in Utah, brother.
No, they don't. They don't.
They
Unless you
don't
AJ
like us.
Diapanasta, they like that boy.
Yeah,
Uh,
hey.
hey. All right, bro. So back to the draft. Uh, how do you feel about the Eagles draft as a whole? Like, what's your interpretation of the picks that they got, and how do you feel about them going into the season now?
I think we had a good draft. I wouldn't say a great draft. This wasn't the best draft since I've been an Eagles fan. But I think we had a good draft. I'm very happy with what we got. I think Makai Lemon, when you add him into the wide receiver room that we do have, is going to be a great pick. I'm hoping that Sean Mannion does some things that I've been watching that the
Mhm.
Packers did last year. And granted, for everybody's already coming at me, he was just a quarterback's coach. You still take stuff from different systems. So
Right,
like whether he was a quarterback coach or not, I'm hoping that like if you're looking at the way that he plays, it's looking that maybe we're going to try to really get some of our playmakers in wide open space. And if you're having
right.
to deal with him and other receivers, can you take the pressure off of Devontae if Devontae just becomes our number one? I love Devontae Smith. I think me and you have argued plenty of times of how I feel like he's a number one on basically every other team. Um, but we can go.
We can argue it
I
for
hear your argument, and I
sure.
can see and agree with your arguments. I
Right.
still feel that way.
I feel you. I feel you. I
And
feel you.
so I enjoy that. I like that we drafted a tight end because no disrespect to my man Grant Calcaterra, you know what I'm saying, Oklahoma SMU alum. Um,
I hate to see it.
he's just okay, right? Like he's just an
Yeah,
okay tight end. And
yeah.
to go get Eli as a tight end, we do really good at drafting tight ends typically. And I would like to see more of like I think Eli is kind of
He's a
more like a
different
Zach
kind
Ertz.
of. Yeah, he's not as inline blocking as you would like to
Right.
see from a tight end. I mean, 12 personnel is probably
For
gonna be some like
sure.
fake 12 personnel,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. No, it's gonna be like
yeah,
off ball motion
yeah, yeah,
12, right? Like he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to be he'll be moved around a lot, or he should be, right? I think
Right.
getting Markel Bell from Miami was a
I
good
like
choice.
it.
Like
You
he's a big
you give him some
guy.
shit. I can't remember the last time you had a real fat guy. Like you've had athletes
Exactly.
at
Well, we
LT.
had
You know what I'm
like
saying?
Makai Becton, but
Was he a
like
fat guy?
no,
Is he
no,
considered a
not
fat
Makai
guy?
Becton. I don't know. He's huge. I would call him fat, but like he's huge, right? Like
I'll call Markel Bell. He a
yeah,
fat
he's
boy.
a yeah, yeah.
He a fat boy.
The only
And,
like
and and
real
and positively, by the way, I love fat boys. I'm a fat boy. You know what I'm saying? But
nah
yeah,
facts. The only
yeah.
real question I had was the Cole Payton pick.
Cole
That one was a little
Payton.
because Cole Payton was a quarterback from North Dakota State.
Mm,
Uh, and shout out to Carson Wentz. But that we got Andy Dalton and Tanner McKee. Anybody who knows me knows I love me some Tanner McKee. Boy, I'm a Tanner McKee fan. I
I
thought
feel
he was
that.
about to go get his money somewhere else. I love Tanner McKee. So in my
Fifth
head,
round
I'm
too.
like, why do we need Cole Payton? If we were to draft a quarterback, why draft Cole Payton? So I don't know. I'm trusting in my team. I'm just saying that was the one that like had me uh confused.
As your fourth pick, I will say that is questionable for sure. That is
Right. Now, if he
a
was like late seventh rounder or something like that, I
yeah,
still be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay. I mean, I get it, but like, I don't. Because then we went and got Micah, and we got I like the Cole pick, Wisniewski from
Cole
Texas
Weston
Tech.
Ice, yeah, he's gonna be
Yeah.
good.
Put him back there. Hey, we got exciting whites back, baby. Put Cole in because Reed left, so now we got Cole and Coop. The exciting whites is back, man. And then of course we drafted old buddy from the International Player Pathway Program, which I love our
Yeah,
I love
oh Bernard,
our
Uar
organization.
Bernard.
I don't even know how to say his name, bro. I'm not even gonna
I
lie.
think it's Uar Bernard, but I'm gonna look that up.
But like Jordan Mailata, I mean, he's huge and he has some exceptional skill. And
Yeah,
so, though he's never played football, the learning curve is going to be massive. But maybe that's a long term investment. They said I was watching the episode with Jordan Mailata and them on the Eagles. I mean, the Kelsey Brothers podcast, and they were talking about he literally knew nothing about football, didn't know positions, didn't know what a quarterback was, didn't know a snap counted,
yeah,
knows nothing, and he ends up being one of the best tackles that the NFL's ever seen. Right, so like, I'm not saying it's going to happen with this player, but
yeah. Defense tackle is a lot
maybe
different than in the offensive line for sure.
for sure,
Yeah,
right. But sometimes with the D tackle, your skill, you just like you just got to go be an athlete. I've taught you certain things. Now it's just time for you to go be an
yeah.
athlete.
To me, you have to have a certain level of nastiness for a defensive line.
For
Like
sure.
you have to have a certain level of the nastiness. Now, if it's innate in some ways, so if he already got it, you know what I'm saying, then no here nor there. He definitely has a body for like a 4 eye, but that's that. It's seventh round pick. Throw a dartboard. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Let's see
like
it. Let's see
why
how it goes.
like
Yeah,
why not?
yeah,
And if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, like at that point, there were some GMs that were also talking about like, yo, it's round 7. Like we're picking people who haven't even we're picking tight ends that haven't even got a catch all season, right? Like I
right.
think it got a little thin at the bottom of the draft. Um, I ain't gonna
There were
lie though.
Titans that were going round 3 that I was like, this person should not be drafted.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
crazy.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. There was a part of me that felt, and I feel a little bit bad for this, but then part of me doesn't feel bad. What's his name? Diego Pavia.
Diego Pavia. Yeah.
I'm kind
Quarterback
of
from
happy he
Vanderbilt.
didn't get drafted, bro.
I am too. I'm too. He didn't deserve to get drafted. I mean, outside of his attitude, he just like his play doesn't translate well
I
into an
no,
NFL
it
quarterback.
doesn't.
Like
But because you can get shrouded by Heisman's and everything else, and then you're
he didn't
just
win it.
like
If he won it, I'd be like, okay,
but still, even with the
right,
what I'm saying, like even with the nod for him to be uh
finalist.
um a finalist or nominated, like you can get shrouded by that, right? Or like really clouded by the fact that like, oh, he was a yeah, but if you watch the games and stuff like that, I don't know if you were really that good. And then at the end of the day, I'm sorry. I'm a kind of an old school organization guy.
Mm,
You got to have a certain amount of. I don't mind the Shador Sanders swag, right? Like because there's certain humility that comes with Shador. Shador
for
believes that
sure.
he is the best, but he has the underlining of his swagger is humility. Diego probably has none of that, bro. You would never see Shador in the club talking about f this, f that. I don't want to be on this team. I'm gonna do it. You would never see that, right? And I hate to say use Shador, but I'm using Shador as an example for what happened last year. And people are like, "Oh, well, Shador slipped last year," but I'm like, it's not really the same situation.
I don't like to make jokes about CTE, so I'm not. But I will say,
Yeah.
if the explanation for Diego's actions were correlated to like an active case of CTE, I
Then I
wouldn't
would
be
feel bad.
surprised because it's just like
I Yeah,
it's
100%.
so it's so he's so odd. Like the way he approaches conversations with the media, I'm just like, why are you talking like that? Like what's happening? So I don't feel. I mean, his brother did get into like multiple fights during Vanderbilt games, so maybe it's just his personality of his family or some shit. But like,
Maybe, man. But
dang, bro,
and the reason why
dang,
I say that is not even really for Diego Pavia, it's for like these young
right?
kids, bro. Like I need y'all to know it's
Be
not
better,
okay to be.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Like this is a game, and this is also part of it is a gentleman's game. It's a
It's a
man's game, but it's
business. I
also a
mean, it's a
gentleman's
game, but
game, and it's a business too.
it's a business.
I
Yeah,
don't care how good you play. If you're
yeah,
an asshole, I'd rather the guy who's not,
yeah.
and we'll
And
save it for next year, and we'll go get another guy.
if you're going to be like this, if this is your personality, and you're not putting
You got
prime
to be number
like
one.
Michael Vick like tape onto, I mean, like what
You
are you
got to be
doing?
Floyd
Like, what are
Mayweather,
you
right?
doing?
Like I don't mind
Yeah,
you being Floyd Mayweather if you winning. You're
yeah.
not that guy, pal.
Winning.
Trust me, you're not that guy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
Like, come on, man. I'll
Um,
never mind that if you're winning. But anyway,
my interpretation on the Eagles draft was I think they hit specific needs. I didn't think they got anyone who was like, wow, like that's. I mean, that's gonna change y'all's whole game. But I do think that
no,
y'all aren't in a place where you really need that, right? Like y'all have
100%.
the players to be stars already on the team. You need to some depth pieces, some reshuffling of starters, and I think y'all be fine. So I'm excited about the prospects of some of those players. I mean,
Yeah, NFC is gonna
as
be
a Cowboy fan, I can hate on other teams in our division and how they did in the draft, but as an analyst and how I like break down prospects, I thought y'all did well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what y'all got back. Do you think over under on the record from last year? Are you over the number? Or are you under the number of wins that matched last year for
so.
y'all?
The thing is, it's hard for me to say off of the draft. I got to see the home away schedule, like and win. To me,
Mm.
that makes a difference. That makes a real difference. Of did we get better, and will we have a better record? Now, I would like to say that we'll have a better record. I have to also throw in the fact that we're now on another offensive coordinator.
Okay.
So that alone, I feel like drops us 2 or 3 games
Right.
just off of like some weird, wonky new thing. Play call gets messed up a couple of times. We're struggling, can't move the ball downfield because the normal things of like we're just not in the system and we're learning something completely brand new.
Now that
That's
number was
usually what
11
happens.
wins. That number is 11 wins. So 2 games will get you to 9-7.
I mean, I feel we were 11 and what?
11-6.
I think we can do. I think we do basically the exact same, 12 and 5,
Okay.
maybe. If I'm
You
being
think
generous,
if you get hit, it's gonna be you're not going over 12 wins basically.
yeah, no. Now there's a delusional part of me that's like when I'm looking at the pieces that we have, why can't we have closer to 13, 14 wins?
Can I counter you real quick
Sure.
on? And I think the Eagles should be the favorites to win the NFC East. By the way, like I'm not gonna sit here and be like I don't think they win, but I think the NFC East this offseason has gotten
Oh
incredibly more difficult.
no,
Incredibly more.
I don't disagree.
It's
I don't disagree.
the drafts that I saw from the Commanders and Giants, which I don't fully love the Commanders draft. Um,
I think they filled
they
some of
still need
their
a
not holes, but like
they
they
need a
picked up some of their
cornerback still.
needs. Oh yeah,
They need
for sure.
DBs like pretty bad. Um, and the Giants need a. I think they don't have a second wide receiver on that team that I feel great about right now. I don't feel good about their wide receiver core either, especially with Malik Neighbors coming back from an injury season. That I'll be cautious about that. But man, you can't say anything about the defense. I mean, the
No,
defense is going to be destructive. They just love. You say the Cowboys love linebackers. The Giants love defensive ends.
they do.
They love defensive ends, dog. And I think Malnoa is a dog. I think he's going to do really well for that team. I don't love the fit of Arvo Reese. I will say that's my only critique is like I don't know where because they're planning on playing him off ball linebacker, which is like That's what he did in college, and he did fine.
Mm-hmm.
But all the projections are like, well, he's good at that, but like he can be great at edge, and he don't have. I don't see anywhere where he's going to get edge snaps over Brian Burns or even a Kayvon Thibodeau. If he's on the team, he may get traded, but like,
Man. Bro, I'm looking at the Eagles' schedule right now. Obviously, the dates are TBA.
sure.
It's not looking good.
It's a hard schedule. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, I mean, this is where I see it. Right, first I
Oh
look at the
my
division. Like it,
gosh.
like can you hit the same record in the division? And I don't think you can. Like I think you may end up dropping a game to the Giants. I think the
And
Cowboys
that's
may drop
fair.
a game to the Giants this year for sure. Which is we don't typically say that here in Dallas. We typically like we playing the Giants. Duh, get that. But yeah, man, I'm looking at y'all's schedule and like having to play the AFC East may help with the Dolphins, but the AFC or the NFC South again, bro.
It's tough,
That's
man.
a
I
struggle.
mean, the
That's a struggle
Rams,
for
the
the NFC East teams, bro.
Seahawks,
We always have struggles with that.
49ers, the Bears. I think the only easy dubs we got are the Panthers, the Cardinals,
Jets.
and are we looking at the same schedule?
I'm looking at 2027. Hold on. Why am I looking at 2027?
Yeah, bro. I'm about to say we don't play the Jets.
And I'm over here talking about the NFC.
Yeah, yeah. What you talking about? The
Oh,
Dolphins and the
let
Jets,
me
boy. You're
rewind real
somewhere
quick.
else. Nah,
Let me
I'm
rewind real quick. Hold on.
2026, man. I'm thinking Cardinals, the
Oh
Jaguars,
no, yes, that's difficult. No, that's difficult.
the
The
East,
Rams and Houston Texans and the Jags.
and the Seahawks and the 49ers
And I
and the
mean,
Bears.
Steelers are never an easy win, and they probably gonna be pissed off
No,
at y'all.
that's it. I think the only easy dub really is the Panthers and the Cardinals, man. That's it.
You think the Panthers are easy dub? I don't think the Panthers are easy dub anymore,
I
bro.
think the Panthers are easy dub. I think we'd be bullshitting. Same goes for the Cardinals. I think we'd be bullshitting. That's at least what we did last year, bro. We should smack the
Cardinals
Panthers
are
around.
the Cowboys bugaboo, so I'll never say that's an easy dub for
I
me
don't.
because
I'll say
that's
this
we
live
always
right
lose to them
now.
motherfuckers.
And shout out to my boy Chuba though. I love Chuba Hubbard, but I don't think the Panthers are for
I
real.
do too. Jonathan Brooks
Uh,
gonna take his spot though.
hey man,
I'm
Chuba
hoping for
Hubbard.
fantasy reasons why.
And the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they should be an easy dub too. Maybe even the
I
Colts.
would be maybe the Colts. It depends on if Daniel Jones is healthy or not.
Right,
We have
right.
no idea what's going on with that. I think y'all got a tough schedule, dog. That's good. This will be some good games though. The Rams and Seahawks, bro.
No, in fact, I'm trying to figure out what
I need to
game
know when
me and
they
Katie been
stop
trying to
that.
travel to the games. Like, what stadium do I want to go to this year? Like Soldier Field.
Their your away schedule is not great because you got to go to the Titans and that stadium's ass.
Yeah, I ain't going to that one. But they're
Terrible
trying to
stadium,
build a new
bro.
one. I ain't going to that
Terrible.
one. I was hoping we were playing the Bills. Or not. I'm not going to the Giants game no more. Oh, Jacksonville. No, I don't want to go to Florida though.
No, it's not. It's not the. I mean, it's fine. Shout out AEW, but no, it's not. I
Depending
wouldn't.
on when the Cardinals game is, I would like to go to Glendale. Some good golf out there too.
Maybe. You know what? Have you been to the 49ers stadium? Levi Stadium's pretty nice.
Nah, I can't go because of my Achilles.
fair, fair, fair. All right.
That's a full circle moment.
Shit. Uh, I'll go over the Cowboys, bro. Man, sometimes the Lord shines upon you and gives you some blessings that you was not expecting.
Y'all
Shout
got
out to the
some.
New York Giants, bro.
Y'all got an easy
Shout
schedule.
out, shout out. Nah, I don't think we got an easy schedule. I think it's another tough schedule. We got
Oh,
second
y'all basically
place.
play the same games we got, except Tampa Bay
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and, and Green Bay
yeah. I
and
think that's a tough
Baltimore.
schedule. I think that's not going to be as hard as people would like to make it out to be. I love.
Oh, they already got the date for that one, right? Because that's the Rio de Janeiro.
Yep, we're gonna be in Brazil. That's the
This
first
is
home
Brazil.
game the Cowboys have ever played internationally. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, we don't. Jerry does not give up his international games easy. So, that's not going to be. I hope that the Packers game is like the first game of the year, because if I have to see Micah play us at Lambeau Field and do good, I might be sad.
It ain't gonna be the first game of the year. The first game of the year
I
is for the
hope it
Baltimore
is.
Ravens.
Oh,
That's
it is
gonna
the first
open
game
the
of the year.
season. Yeah.
I hope it's the second game of the year. So I hope it's, what I'm saying,
I'm
or
tired
maybe
of
it's
them
the first
putting
game back to him
go
on
back to the
ACL.
days where they put the Eagles and Cowboys later in the season. I'm tired of them pushing that to the front, bro.
They can't do that shit again. They can't do that shit again. Last year, the back end of the season, when the Cowboys were playing for nothing, and we didn't have an Eagles game to look forward to, I was like, why would I
That's what
care?
I'm saying. Push
Why do
it
I
back,
care?
man. I'm
Yeah.
tired of week
But they did week
2,
like
week 3
7.
being
Yeah.
come on, man. Yeah, put it week 7, week 8 or something like that. Now,
Yeah.
what would feed families is the Cowboys Eagles Thanksgiving game. That would feed
Yeah.
families, man. And I
That's not
know
going to
it.
happen.
I know.
I already tell you right now, it's probably going to be
Cowboys and Lions or some dumb shit.
No, we don't play Lions, do we? No,
Oh,
we
I'm
don't play
just
Lions.
saying. Y'all play somebody like Jacksonville.
It'd probably be the 49ers this year. I'm looking at it right now. It'd probably be the 49ers.
Nah, I gotta be somebody who y'all can like easily beat. Cardinals, maybe.
We don't play easy games on Thanksgiving, dog. What are you saying?
But I'm saying that's why you need to. I'm not saying you do. I'm saying you need
They
to.
ain't
If
going.
I'm
They
Jerry
don't give.
Jones.
They don't give the Cowboys easy situations. You know what I'm
But
saying?
why not?
We are.
It's
We
people
are the
like to watch
Lord's.
the
The Lord
Cowboys.
gives us his toughest challenges every year.
That's what y'all would like to think of yourselves.
No, it's absolutely. We be getting the toughest challenges every fucking hour. We be giving it to ourselves.
Whatever
I don't
helps
know.
you cope.
I actually kind of. I would like to see the Colts in their stadium. I've always wanted to go to Lucas Oil. Like, it's nice. It's just a
Nah,
nice
that would be
stadium.
nice. That would be nice.
Yeah, man. But for the Cowboys draft, bro, like they did what they did. They did it.
Yeah, they
They
cook.
did
I ain't gonna
exactly what
lie.
they needed
And
to
that's
do,
an
bro.
Eagle fan saying
They
that.
did
And I
exactly
hate
what
to
they
say
needed.
it, but they cook for sure.
It was the moment that when the 40 and it was the when the Browns passed up on getting Downs at 9. I was like, oh, we might get him, and not because everyone thought the Giants was going to take him at 10, but in the back of my mind, I was like, man, they're not going to take 2 defensive players with the way their offense went at the end of last year. Like, the Giants need at least an offensive lineman here or something like that. So
Hey, I
big
don't
ups
know.
to the Giants for passing on him. Caleb Downs fits, and I'm going to do a video really in detail about how the defensive scheme has changed since last year for the Cowboys and his fit, as well as some of the other players. But Malachi Lawrence is a great long-term kind of developmental piece. We needed juice. He brings juice off the edge. Jay Sean Barham, sneaky prediction. DeMarvion Overshawn replacement, maybe. I don't know. The streets is saying that you sign with David Miller as your agent, you're probably not gonna be a Cowboy for too long. And yeah, man, I just enjoyed it. Jerry did good. The offseason, as I said earlier, bro, the offseason was a perfect not perfect, I shouldn't say perfect, but like it was a good example of the Cowboys mentality changing off of what I would consider to be 2 of the worst years in franchise history back to back. You know what I'm saying? If it was spread out,
specifically of the draft or just in general.
I think the free agency period and the draft together was really well done. We obviously missed on getting some players. Like, if we had gotten Kobe Dean, I'd be a lot happier today.
I wouldn't.
But I mean, yeah, I know you wouldn't. And you know what, damn it, Raiders, they had a great draft and they got some really good free agents, and they're gonna be fucking. I think the Raiders may end up winning that division. No, I think well, my bold prediction, and I don't know if you have any bold predictions. My bold prediction is that Kirk Cousins doesn't start one game for the Raiders. I don't think he starts one game.
Who do you think will start? Oh,
Francisco.
Fernando. Oh,
Fernando,
okay.
yeah. Fernando is Fernando. I watched Kirk Cousins get a start with the Atlanta Falcons, and it was like the first throw. I went, he cannot play anymore. Like this,
Hey.
this man
But
cannot play
you think
football.
about this though. Yeah, he may not. He may not anymore. When I watched the QB show on Netflix, I think it was a couple years ago, I found a new respect for Kirk Cousins. Not gonna lie,
He's a nice guy.
he's a great guy. On top of
His
that,
politics a little weird.
sure, sure. Hey, listen, neither here nor there. Here's what I will say:
hmm
you maybe you know you're gonna go get Fernando. You bring in Kirk Cousins. Why? Because you can't tell me that Fernando and Kirk aren't gonna get along, personality
True,
wise.
true. Unless someone starts over the other person, and then Kirk now has a track record
Yeah,
of
but
not
Kirk
being
is
helpful.
maybe, but I think he'll be helpful to somebody like a Fernando Mendoza.
I get you. I get you on that end for sure. For sure. Also, I think Fernando's just a sweet kid. Like he's just
That's what I'm
like
saying.
he gives a very wholesome vibe that I can't help but root for, even if um he's going to a historically bad team for a QB to start his career. Um, but any other bold predictions that you may have before we sign off for the night?
I have a prediction that the Titans president of football operations, Chad Brinkers, will step down.
That's very specific. Can you give some context behind that shit? Like
Because
what?
that just happened. So,
Oh, what?
beep, 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 beep. Breaking news on Birds and the Boys. The Titans president of football operations, Chad Brinkers, steps down. He reads, "It has been an honor to serve as the president of football operations for the Tennessee Titans over the years. I've understood and embraced my role as a leader of football strategy, but as I spent less time in the personnel, I've renewed conviction that it is time to return to what I love and move toward my next chapter. I'm grateful for Amy's understanding in my decision and for allowing me to pursue other opportunities. I'm proud of the work that we've done over the past 3 years under challenging circumstances to begin the process of getting the Titans football organization back on track, not the least of which was last year's general manager search. I believe the Titans have exceptional people and long-term stability at the general manager position and throughout the scouting department. While there is work to be done, I believe we've laid the foundation to restore the Titans to its rightful place as a sustainable winning program. My family and I will always be grateful for Amy's belief and trust in me for our time in Tennessee." What that sound like?
How is this connected to Diane Rossini? And what is about to get released on Twitter in about 24 hours?
Hey y'all, let's
Because
out
what
the
do you mean?
mud. I got
Because what do you
listen, listen. I
the
think we'll
dots
leave it there. The
the
dots,
dots?
as CJ said earlier, the dots are out there. Can we connect them? Anyway, this has been another episode of Birds and the Boys. I hope it's
Hey
not
man,
connected, but if it is, you heard it
well it's
here
gonna be
first, live,
no.
live.
Hey,
Nobody has
allegedly,
anything.
allegedly,
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 allegedly.
allegedly, 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 allegedly. We need a
Oh
button.
my god.
Allegedly. Anyway, man. Until next time,
Hey
man.
man.
We'll holler
Yep.
at y'all.
Peace out.